Imagine losing everything you love to stand for the one you love. I'm talking about the reality of most persecuted Christians across the globe, and here's what you can do about it. I knew that Wind and Word Sound this week was not going to be ordinary. It wasn't for a breakthrough, and it wasn't for a blessing, even though God is so good in his nature, according to Psalm 84:11, to withhold no good thing from us. I was praying for God to birth a burden in prayer. And I began to think about my persecuted Christians, my persecuted brothers and sisters in three particular countries, one being Nigeria, second one being India, and the third one being China. There's so much that they suffer. And I'm going back to just media coverage on these persecutions, and I'm seeing mass media coverage done 6 months ago, but I'm going back to check dates, and I'm like, wow, people are still losing their lives to date for standing for Jesus. It shouldn't be so. And I'm talking about the watchman's cry. We need to be in a place as believers where we look beyond ourselves, look beyond the needs of our very daily life, and surrender to the Lord for a place of selfless intercession to pray the very burdens of God. And that truly makes a difference. Because it says in James chapter 5, verse 16, the fervent and effectual prayers of a righteous man availeth much. You are going to be one of the many voices that will pray along to this track and join and raise up a sound. Because when I tell you the exact same night I released Watchman's Cry on Wind and Word, it was the same night that it was stated that Nigerian forces and USA forces began to join to take down the world's most active terrorists. And it all began from the place of prayer. Now is the opportunity to do two things. One, if this can happen in Nigeria the same night, then we should be standing for our Indian and our Chinese brothers and sisters across the globe all the more. And number two, you can take action by giving. Now, I'm truly happy that I was able to reach out to Reverend Ezekiel, and he said that his voice can be used on the track. Not only that, but he sent his account details because he's working directly with those who have been persecuted. I had the privilege to speak with Pastor Peter in India, and he's doing a massive work with his mission called India Save, bringing mass revival to Indians all in his nation. Another great mission that God is working through in Nigeria is one orphanage at a time. And so far, we have been able to raise almost $17,000 out of $40,000 for children who are destitute and orphans. And then lastly, we have China Aid. And China Aid helps those underground churches to continue to share the gospel and impact Chinese lives around the world. So will you be a watchman?